Hey folks, hope you all are doing well. I'm Karan Bandal from Econosite, and in this video, let's talk about how much wealth there truly is in the richest country on this planet, the United States. USA or America is the world's largest economy with a GDP of roughly $28 trillion. China is a distant second and nobody else comes any closer. Americans themselves open up a gap with the rest of the world when it comes to their wealth. We'll talk about the collective net worth of all Americans. For example, let's say John is a US citizen. He owns some stocks in the US companies, a home, some gold, some cryptocurrency, a vehicle, etc. All these assets that he owns are valued at $1 million put together. But he owes $500,000 to banks in the form of home loan or home mortgage, car loan and personal loan in total. That means John has a net worth of $500,000 and there are some 340 million Americans like John. So the total wealth in the United States as of Q1 of 2024 stood at a staggering $150 trillion. That is, American wealth is roughly 5 times the size of its economy. While reading up on this topic, I got curious about India. For India, the wealth multiple is a little smaller. As of 2023, Indian wealth stood at a little over $15 trillion, or roughly 4 times the size of the Indian economy then. While these wealth numbers are impressive, especially for the United States, both the nations suffer a similar problem: wealth inequality. In the US, top 1% of the US households hold over 30% of the total wealth, while the bottom 50% hold only around 2.5%. In case of India, this problem is even worse. Let's explore the massive US wealth a little more. Wealth concentration in the United States becomes apparent when examined across different generations. Look at this wealth distribution graphic for 2023. The baby boomer generation makes up only 20% of the US population but owns over half of the country's total net worth. So next time you see a luxury car passing you, it's highly likely that the driver is a baby boomer. Gen X has almost doubled their share of wealth in the last decade to over 25% as of 2023. Then silent generation, where most of this cohort is over 80 years old, has been drawing down their accounts to support their retirement. Naturally, their share of national wealth has seen a sharp drop from 79% in 1990 to 13% recently. Finally, millennials, once known as the broke generation, are defying expectations. After the COVID-19 pandemic, they have increased their share of the national wealth from a modest 1% in 1990 to a promising 9.2% as of 2023. So we clearly see the disparity in wealth between different generations, and maybe that's why even when the nation has $150 trillion in wealth, so many Americans still feel that they may not be able to retire ever. A recent survey from Northwestern Mutual revealed that the ideal savings target for retirement in the United States is around $1.5 million. Now look at this graphic that shows retirement savings by age in the US. No age group is anywhere close to this ideal number. Look at the median values for a more accurate picture, because averages tend to be skewed by high earners or individuals with high savings. Even those that are 55 years or older, the group that is close to retirement or are already retired, even they are severely short on retirement savings. This is a warning to their younger counterpart. In summary, the United States is a massively wealthy country. It has an economy of over $28 trillion, net worth of over $150 trillion. The nation has over 24 million millionaires, over 800 billionaires. It is the richest country in the world. And yet, many Americans do not feel at peace with their financial situation. Why is that? Is the culprit wealth inequality or lack of financial literacy? I don't know. Maybe both. I hope you found this analysis interesting. I'll speak with you again next week. Until then, take care.